And welcome back to another edition of Internet Pastor Television. I am the Internet Pastor, and so here we go. As promised, we'll now begin a series of articles dealing with the religious doctrines of atheism. Atheism is a religion. I've been debating atheists for many years, and I've kept really good records of their comments. Which reveal the tenets of their religion. I consider the people who come to my website, blogs, and YouTube channel to argue in favor of the religion to be apologists. The brightest bulbs in the room, if you will. And most of them really are quite intelligent. By inviting comments and interacting with them, they have done a great job of exposing the overwhelmingly agreed upon faith structure of the religion. We start the series with the most flamingly obvious doctrine, and that is the doctrine of cannibalism. Now, this doctrine was revealed to me in the process of researching my fourth book, The Great Debate. I touched on it briefly in the book, but I wasn't sure if it was a random, isolated case of, disgusting social dysfunction, or across-the-board commonality among all atheists. Over the intervening months, I've discovered, or rather it was revealed to me by the atheists, that cannibalism has been accepted into mainstream atheism as a matter of fact. Allow me to read just a couple of the comments left by the atheists concerning the act of eating people. And there's a couple here. Here's the first one. As for eating my friend, if he was dead, then yes, I would. He is an animal, just like I am and just like you are. I would expect him to do the same if placed in that situation. And that's from one atheist. And here's another one. And in my own mind, I would like to think that I would be able to eat a fellow man who was dead or had no chance to survive to keep myself alive. And that's from an atheist. Now, I don't know why he would say dead or had no chance to survive. Would he kill him and then eat him? I don't know. I don't know what he meant by that. But, isn't that amazing? I wouldn't dare reveal the identities of these people. But those were actual quotes. From people on my blog and YouTube channel. Here's how dictionary.com defines cannibalism. Number 1, the eating of human flesh by another human being. Number 2, the eating of the flesh of an animal by another of its animal in its own kind. And 3, the ceremonial eating. So there's 5 different definitions of cannibalism here. But right off the bat, definition number 1, the eating of human flesh by another human being. There you go. That's cannibalism. I bet you can guess where this doctrine comes from, too. It comes from the teaching that people are nothing more than animals. This is another doctrine of atheism that we will discuss in this series. The creation story of atheism, which is the doctrine or sub-doctrine of evolution. What would I do if faced with the choice of starvation or cannibalism? Well, that choice will never be a part of my life. In my existential paradigm, there is always the God option. I would pray. I would expect one of 3 or more, or a combination of things to happen. Either God would rescue me out of the predicament, or He would provide me with food to eat, or probably a combination of both. A third option would be a supernatural sustaining of the body until help arrives. But let me make one thing perfectly clear. Death for the Christian is a sweet release. It's entirely within the scope of the progression of life for the Christian. The physical death of the body is entry into heaven. Paul said to die is gain. For the Christian to resort to desecrating a corpse, which is against the law in most Western countries, by the way, is to throw one's faith into reverse. For the atheist, however, it is a testimony to the barbaric nature of the religion and the need to expose it before it destroys society beyond repair. And thank you for watching this edition of Internet Pastor Television, and stay tuned for the teachings on the remaining 4 doctrines of atheism. I'm sure that you can't wait. We'll get into that right away. Thank you.